Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode from the Adults Play Vanilla server. It is episode 7, and in the last episode we got the swamp finished, we got this lovely path in, and not long after I finished recording I came back here to do a bit of building, and this happened. Unfortunately I didn't have my recording software open at the time, so I couldn't even capture the end result of it, but Chop Chop flew in, tagged me without any warning, and yeah, now I've got the tag. So I'm going to have to fly off to the shopping district and pick up a punishment. Alright, so we're here over at the tag temple, and I believe we've got to pick up a punishment now. Welcome to Teller's Tag Temple. Have you been tagged? Well, unfortunately for you, you have to come here to get your punishment. Punishments will last until you tag another player unless stated otherwise. Step on the pressure plate to grab your punishment and then put it back in the hopper when you're done. Feel free to add your own punishments to the hoppers. Papers are to your left in the single chest. Please replace the handles if they break. No tagging AFK players, no tagging the player who tagged you. If your punishment requires a resource pack or something external, check the tag game channel on the Adultscraft Discord and it should be there. Don't go to the end of the book. I mean, I feel like we kind of have to. Like, we really just need to right now. Are you not able to tag anyone at a Tide of Trial? Well, fortunately for you, Super Teller's here. For the price of 2 diamond blocks, I'll let you tag me. Oh, that is good. That is a very good idea, but not one I'm going to take. I'm not going to take that offer. We are going to accept our punishment. I believe it's this pressure plate here. And what did we get? Did I get a punishment? I'm not sure if I got a punishment there. Let's try again. There we go. Oh. I kind of got 3, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the last 2 back in, and no diamond tools. Well, I mean, unfortunately, I've kind of got netherite, so a little bit of a loophole. So I'm going to pop that in there. I've also got some paper myself, so I'm going to pop a couple of punishments in for any unfortunate people who may get tagged after me. Okay, so I figured I'd swing by Blenz's place because I wanted to grab a couple of stacks of slime blocks for a project I'm going to be working on very soon using my Blends Pass, which allows me inventory to all of the stock of his farms. And he popped up like right outside the place. So I've just kind of like retreated to on top of his iron farm, hoping to get a better idea of where exactly he was, because he came in and went under where the farms were, and I have no idea how to get there. Because that's the entrance down there of his nether portal, and he's somehow got in below that. I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on him, see if I can spot him, and yeah, hopefully we can get rid of this tag today. Okay, so I've just spotted. Where's he gone? Oh, hang on, there he is. Blends is just over there. I just spotted a ladder leading down, but it looks like he's actually come back upstairs now. So I'm just going to shift over there very, very quietly, and we'll see if we can get him. He's right there. He's literally right there. God, do we just go for it? Do we just go for it? I think we should, because I don't think he's got much place to go in there. So let's grab the tag ready and let's run. Oh God, that's not the door. That's not the door. What am I doing? What am I doing? We've got to get around here. Oh, we're going to have to let go shift for a second while we swim. God, my heart is racing right now. No idea why, but oh. Oh. I think he actually thought I was going in there to use my Blends Pass. I've already done it. I've already grabbed the slime I need. Oh, poor Blends. Enjoy. So I'm feeling a hell of a lot better now we got rid of that tag. And I think it's time we get doing some actual work on the base. So I've laid out a few modules here. This is going to be for the next farm. Going right next to the bamboo farm, and you can see we built it out of this really ugly looking dirt. And I don't even care because all of this area right here, is going to be under a mountain. No one's ever going to see it. It can be as ugly as we want, and it just doesn't even matter. That's the best part about it. But anyway, it's a very simple design we're going for. You've probably seen plenty of designs like this, where you have your pistons in here, and then you have some redstone on there, and on top of here you have your observer to provide the redstone output. So this is going to be a bamboo farm. We're going to harvest bamboo to actually fuel the furnaces that's smelting down the cactus, so we can get all of our lovely experience, all our lovely green dye. I just need to finish putting all of this redstone in now. I mean, there's a fair bit of it, and we're actually going to expand upwards as well because I don't think these 4 modules are going to be enough. But anyway, give me a few seconds and I will be right back with you. Okay, so the redstone's in, and the mine carts are in, and we've got our droppers linked up to a little redstone clock that will drop the items, and eventually there's going to be a water stream in there to actually collect them and carry the bamboo over to where the furnaces are going to be. For now though, we just need to get the bamboo in, and I only have 15 of the stuff. So looks like that's enough for 1 module, and we'll get a chance to see if this is actually working in a second. But yeah, I'm going to have to start collecting some of this stuff as it's harvested and then use that to plant the rest of this stuff. Okay, all the bamboo's in. Obviously we need a proper item collection system, but currently it's all been flushed down into this spot here. And it's been running for about 10 minutes, so that'll be about 5 minutes worth of drops right there, because otherwise it'll start despawning. And if we go down, you can see I've got nothing in my inventory other than an iron nugget for some reason. And that's what? 10 and a bit stacks? It's not bad going. I'm just going to chuck this out for now because it's going to keep building up. But yeah, it's not bad drops, but it's not going to be enough to power the furnaces I need. So probably going to have to do another layer of this at some point. Not right now though. For now, I actually wanted to try and get the furnaces in, so then we can figure out where we need to start directing these items to. Well, here is the first module. It's not the prettiest looking thing, and obviously I've got to change out the cyan wool for actual building materials soon, because this is going to be the one part of this whole thing that other people will be able to see eventually. But as you can see, we've got the furnace in there, we have the hoppers coming out the bottom, and what's happening is, if I can get a good angle, you might be able to see this little bit here. This is a fairly standard item filler. And what's happening is when the item drops down from the furnace into this hopper, the comparator detects the output and a signal gets sent all the way along this sticky piston chain here, which is actually a binary counter. And as it stands, you can get a look from up top, there are enough sticky pistons in there to count up to 1024 items passing through that item filler. Now the reason that's important is because every cactus gives us 2 experience when it's smelted in a furnace, and a netherite tool has 2031 durability. So by smelting 1024 items, we're guaranteed to get 2048 experience, which is enough to mend a full netherite tool, and then a little bit more, just a tiny little bit more. So essentially what's going to happen is, once it's smelted all 1024 cactus, the signal will finally reach the end of this chain. It'll go down the observer chain, trigger this RS-NOR latch. So there's currently a bit of redstone in that bottom dropper there. That'll move up into this top one, where it will produce a comparator output, And that comparator output is going to, one, light a redstone lamp, which I haven't put in yet, but it's also going to lock the output from this furnace so that no more items are going to come through. When that happens, the redstone lamp's going to indicate that the furnace is full, or well, not full, but it has enough experience in it to repair a full netherite tool, and it will only start, well, it'll back up to 64 items, but once it's backed up, it'll stop smelting until this button is pressed. This button sends a redstone signal down here, and that resets the RS NOR latch, which allows the counting to continue back from 0 all the way up to 1024 again. Hope that makes sense. I'm not exactly a redstoner. I kind of understand it a little bit, but this is the first time I've ever actually built a redstone contraption myself, and I'm quite proud of it. It's not the most compact of redstone machines. It's definitely not the most efficient, and I'm sure many people can do a hell of a lot better than this, but I'm quite proud of it all the same. Like I said, it is my first redstone machine, so I'm happy with it. Now I've just got to get the rest of the modules put in. So I believe I've got all of the redstone modules in now, and you may be able to see, it might be kind of difficult because, you know, glass on glass, but what I've done is I've created the glass waterway where the water's going to go soon to carry the items across into the hopper chains. To see if I can get a better view of this, because it's really not very clear with connected textures. But so far we've got all the bamboo is coming into that. This is going to come up the bubble elevator all the way across and into this top hopper chain here. Now, I think I'm missing a hopper currently, but you can see I've got these double chests on the back of here, and that's just so each furnace can build up a backlog of bamboo, because bamboo burns very, very quickly. So we want to make sure that we've got plenty of bamboo in backlog ready for when the furnaces start smelting again. And then right next to it, like literally right next to it, we've got the new waterway for the cactus, which I haven't hooked up yet. Obviously what we need to do is just stop that floor there, put in a bit of soul sand, and up it comes, and into this hopper chain here. Now ignore the campfires, they're just temporary, but you can see we're going with basalt for the floor of this place. I haven't quite finished deciding on the design yet, but I think we are going to go for a nether theme. Right, the first waterway is in, which means we now got automatic production of bamboo and delivery over into the furnace array. As I said, I'm going to let that build up a little bit just so we've got a nice backlog of bamboo. It should give me an idea as well of whether or not we need another one of these modules, and if this is going to be enough for the 6 furnaces that we got. But once we've got a bit of backlog, then I'll hook up the cactus, and that means this thing will then be all in operation. Okay, so we're going to have to leave that bamboo for probably a good few hours just to completely backlog. But while that's doing that, I figure it's time to get back to building and working on some more custom trees, so roll those clips. And welcome back to our beautiful swamp. I'm stood outside the giant tree here because I've heard that Frolash has left a delivery for me, which is a full shulker box of oak logs and a full shulker box of oak leaves, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Frolash. We'll go and drop the payment off at the shopping district right after this video, but I want to show you guys the custom trees I was working on in that clip. I've actually added a few more, well, a lot more to be fair. So, as a bear in mind, still need to just kind of do a bit of detailing on the ground level itself here. But as you can see, we've got a bunch of different trees in here. We've got this small birch tree. Well, I said birch tree, it's birch leaves with oak logs. We've got this one here, which is very much like a kind of Christmassy tree shape, and then a similar one using spruce wood and spruce leaves. We've got a much taller oak tree with oak leaves, and then we've got this huge one here, which I believe is spruce leaves and oak log. It's very tall, but I think these are looking absolutely fantastic there. But we've also got this one here as well. Again, we've got spruce wood, this time with oak leaves. It's a little bit bigger than the previous oak one, I think. Well, it's a little bit wider, but a little bit shorter. So we've got some nice variation in here. And I put up a little sign here as well, just showing some directions. So I'm not quite sure what I want to put over there yet. I might actually put something down there to get to the furnace array, but not entirely sure yet. Neverport, obviously over there. We need to work on a design for that soon. I've put the question marks here because we're going to have the path winding all the way across to the ravine and to the bridge that will lead to the medieval town. And obviously behind us we've got the tree house behind all these lovely willow trees. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving this set. Oh, we've also got this giant oak tree as well. So you've got very sparse leaves in there, so you can still see the sky. I feel like that's one of the mistakes people make, is the trees are always far too bushy. They don't leave enough gaps in there for you to actually see through them. But yeah, lots of different variation. I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic. We're going to cover pretty much all of this area with trees, and even I think going around this area as well is all going to be trees. The path's going to continue around here, all the way up here, and we're going to have a small settlement in this spot. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of trees. We're going to need a hell of a lot of logs. We're going to need a lot of leaves. So I'm glad to hear that Frolash is taking over the wood shop in town, because I'm definitely going to be using that a lot. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. While you're there, why not leave a comment down below about what you think of the island so far. What do you think of these custom trees? I'm absolutely loving them, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on them as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.